My name is Karen Palmer, and I'm from Cumberland, Rhode Island. And I didn't really prepare anything for today, but I'm here as a concerned citizen. I'm a grandmother, a mother, a beekeeper, somebody who's concerned about the environment, and I want to preserve this for the generations to come. And I feel like what's happened at these different hearings that we've had, that has always been so very short-sighted in terms of certain kind of financial benefit for a select few, but not taking into consideration the impact that it's going to have on our environment, the places where we enjoy to go, like to the coast, to swim, and all that business. With global warming, we're going to have an increase in the sea level, and so that's going to really detract from one of our, something that attracts people to Rhode Island. Another thing is up in the Burrillville area, where there's a lot of parkland and all that other stuff. That's another great attraction, and I don't think we can afford to lose it. By putting the power plant there, we are destroying what attracts people to this town or to this state. I think that we need to be very mindful of the generations to come, and I feel like what we're doing is that we're really accelerating global warming. And I'm sure you probably know about the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, which takes place and is associated with the United Nations. And they are dealing with this on so many different levels. They're dealing with it with how it impacts food, how it impacts poverty, that's caused poverty, how, for instance, there's so much turmoil in the weather, like when you talk about, all these storms that we have. The Northeast is supposed to get the most rainfall as a result of the shift in climate. And so we're going to experience a lot more flooding. And if you recall the flooding that took place in Northeast not too long ago, where West Warwick was underwater for how long? And there, electricity was not accessible for many people, and they may have it on one street and on the next street not have it for a week. And so I think we need to take a look at the big picture here and see what we can do to make this a safe environment for all to live in. And so those are my concerns. So I also want to make sure that the food we eat actually is not contaminated with, like the benzene, the methane, all this stuff that these gas power plants emit and the LNG tanks submit. I'm concerned about people who cannot get out of the environments that they're living in. And I think that we need to take them into consideration, too. I think that we really need to realize that even though there may be certain economic groups that feel that they are separate from what's really going on in these small locations, it's impacting everybody. It's impacting the world, the whole world. At the conference, at the Intergovernmental Conference, there were 50,000 delegates there. There were 20,000 intergovernmental and government delegates there. Of course, our dear president was not there. And so, I think we need to look at this from a global standpoint. Rhode Island may be small, but we are a part of the big picture. So, those are my words.
Thank you, Karen. Any questions?